Good morning. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. Guten Morgen. Ni hao or ni mi hao. Bonjour. And what's up? Back again from the fanatic, an apostle from God. An enunciator speaking truth in a world full of lies. My last video talked about the 10 regions. Even gave you some of the codes. But lately we've had the millennials and we have all the other people running around trying to figure out this new language, hashtags and hashtag this and hashtag this. And while you're figuring out how to speak the hashtag or the new form of language with your computer AIs and all this other hoblob, you're being deceived by the ones who are running the show. You have Mr. Donald Trump, now President Donald Trump, number 45, and he's doing everything that he can to keep media busy, to keep you busy, listening to his tweets, while in the background, other things are taking place. I told you. The rapidness of 2018 approaches. NAU must be up and running by 2018 so that they only have one or more area to go, and that would be PIF or TIF. In the last video I explained about the code breakers. Code breakers. Do you have the code? So you have to have a code. They have code and you have to have a code breaker. Like you learning about hashtag this or LOL, laugh out loud, and all these other jargons. And while you're trying to figure out this new language and try to be hip and up with the crowd, with the millennials, with your new iPhones, all these new toys to keep the public occupied, especially here in America and Europe and everywhere else. Everybody's tied in to these machines. Even me, look, I'm on a machine right now. But here's the difference. I can cut the machine off and keep on going because I know what was before. But all of you, the millennials, they don't know what's before, because all they know is that I get up in the morning and I cut on the television. If I don't have television, I just cut on television on my tablet right here, or my iPhone. I just go right on the tab, and that's my day. And I do a little bit of the standard, a little bit. Like on Wednesday nights, I go to Bible study, and on Sunday I go to church. Because some of my parents taught me that, or somebody told me how to do that. But all that is part of the program. That's the programming. See, that's what I'm trying to get you to see. That's why the fanatic, that's why God left me behind. I'm like, I'm supposed to be gone. I'm almost 61 years old, and I have all kinds of things wrong with me. And I'm like, he still leaves me here so I can talk to the millennials, talk to a lot of the baby boomers, talk to all these other ones, Generation X, and all these other people that came in before now to say, hey, Revelations is real. Shiva, the destroyer, is real. So all these religions that revolve around the end time prophecy is to tell you that it's real. The 10 regions now formed, 10 kings bowing down to one king and the false prophet. Well, let's talk about that, shall we? Here we go. 10 kings, 10 regions. All regions have a boss, bowing down to one king. The guy who's running around throwing these 3 6s, telling you that I'm trying to make America great again. Tony Blair threw up these same 3 6s when they were over in Iraq, talking about weapons of mass destruction. George Bush. The son, not the dad. All this was created so that they could get to the next level of the game. You see, the Game of Thrones is more than just a computer game or a PS, one of the games. It's for real. With the Queen of England being the highest. While the family of the 300, even the GOP, the Grand Old Party, Mitch McConnell and all those dudes, like little gangsters. I told you, mob bosses, godfathers, come and kiss the ring. You have to bow down to me because I'm more powerful here in the White House. Then you got Paul Ryan and all these other conglomerates that hang out with the mob boss, with the Grand Old Party. Then you got a Tea Party. And see, people, it would take you decades to figure out what's up. But guess what? You ain't got decades. You ain't got that long. We ain't. So we need to be fast tracked, and that's what God is saying. He said, I want you to fast track my sheep wherever they are, here and abroad. Because now you have the ability to talk to those here in America and abroad and tell them exactly what is happening. You turn on your television set, you got ABC News, you got NBC News, you got CBS News, you have CNN, you got all these newses trying to, and Donald Trump and everybody else is keeping them all busy with all that hope. And while they doing, see, media is a distraction, not for them, but for you. It puts out false propaganda that comes in. And it also puts out all these commercials, all this stuff telling you, programming your mind, saying that you need this. You need this. No matter how much it costs, you need it. And it even tells the people over abroad that say, you know what? We need to roll over to America. Because in America, they can have businesses. But see, they don't tell you that that's capitalism. Capitalism. Form socialism, capitalism, communism. And you have all these other little isms that break out after it. Fascism and all this anarchy, dictatorship. It's amazing how before America, the leaders in America go do something, they have to make whatever they're finna do, whatever country they're finna go after, they have to make them on the bad list. They have to say, well, you know what? The people over there in suffering, they go show pictures of children suffering. But they don't show the real. They show other stuff happening. They even do it here in America, in our nation. Before they start something, they roll down there and they show a picture, several pictures saying, you know, the hood. You can't go on that side of town because they'll rob you, and that's where all the bad people live. So if you want to get out of there, you can move over here to this side. We got projects for you. We got schools. We got playgrounds for the children, and everybody gets along just fine. Really? You're just moving from one bad situation from the frying pan into the fire. Because see, now they're just programming you to move from this place and this place. And if they do it here in America, then what do you think they'll do abroad with the 10 regions? That's what I'm trying to tell you. See, Americans, we have been bamboozled. Farrakhan ain't talking about, yeah, I heard him back in the day. Even Malcolm. Even Dr. King. saying that the people are the most important thing. The people, no matter where they are the most important thing. See, governments come and go. Because they change from this to this to this. But the people are the ones who suffer all the time. It's the people who pay those taxes. It's the people whose money that you're taking. It's not your money. We've got to give foreign aid to this country. Because if we don't give them foreign aid, then they'll be over here attacking us. Well, you know what? Let them come on. Because if you hadn't been over there trying to get their oil, trying to get their gold, trying to get the minerals, and all the precious metals that they have. See, because based on your GDP in the 10 regions, determines how much you get. And when you're playing with the Antichrist, when you're playing with the as the Africans used to call back in the day, the Tubab, the white devil, blue-eyed devil, then, see, I'm not a racist, but I'm going to tell you, that's how they spoke. The Indians call him the man with the forked tongue. Okay? When you're dealing with this man or these men, you have to be on your guard at all times. Because see, they're looking, they don't care about color, they don't care about race or any of that. They're looking for the people that are just like them. Ruthless, cutthroat, not caring about no one except for getting ahead. Now, they projected that Gaddafi didn't care about the people, but Gaddafi cared a lot about the people, even though he did a lot of things. The people were most important. Saddam, it was projected that he did this and this, he killed people, blah, blah, blah. But guess what? Still cared about the people. Still cared about the females getting educated. Still cared about this and this and this. Even though he might have ran his government different, who has the right to tell leaders how to run their own country? Who? See, America has been doing a lot of things. See, that's the 10th king. That's the one that everybody's going to bow down to. And you know what? The false prophet. The one that rides the whore. The whore that rides on the back of the beast. Now, I know you said, well, yeah, you know, you're talking religion. I'm like, I'm talking prophecy. There's a difference. Because the prophets know. See, you have to be able to interpret what you know. Now, these dudes that are in charge, they know this is what they do. This is how they play it. When Obama got up there, he was a senator. He was already in the system. But see, he didn't know the depths of the system until he became President Obama. Tom Daschle. See, Tom Daschle, it wasn't just Tom Daschle. Tom Daschle's group. You had Ted Kennedy's group. You had Mitch McConnell's group, and all these godfathers holding various places in the government. It's like they have taken over the government, our government. See, that's our government. That's not their government, but it's our government. It's the people's government. But the people are so weak. The people are so weak and so programmed and so out of touch, they don't know what to do. So they allow these mob bosses. Ever wonder why they wear the long coats? Everybody's trying to be the godfather. Say hello to my little friend. Because if you don't do what they're doing, what they want, well, guess what? Somebody might have an accident. And when the people start having voices, raise up,